Hello everyone, I'm out here on the river. I'm doing a sampling day, and I just wanted to show you kind of what I do. I just wanted to tell you, I don't know where the gold is at. If I did, I'd get it all myself, so I got to go out and I got to sample and I got to do all the hard work to get all the gold that I got. The first thing I do is I start out with some maps and I identify where the productive sections in a river are at. And once I've done that, I go out and I start sampling. And once I've sampled an area, I'll either mark it off as unproductive. I'll take a whole section and I'll mark it off as unproductive. Just scratch it out, and then I'll mark up the spots on the map that are productive, and I'll keep working those spots. The first thing I want to do is just let you know, I don't know where the gold is at, but I do know that I could eliminate large sections of the river, because I kind of know where the general gold path is at. Once you identify where the gold path is at, I got this red line right here. That's kind of how gold kind of floats in the river. This isn't exactly how it goes, but it's a good example. It goes from point to point, and in between these points it kind of goes back and forth, left and right a little bit. But you could see that gold accumulates on the front and back side of these points. And I'm working on a sandbar that's kind of on the side of one of these points. And I've got this whole section kind of identified right here. I put these flags out as markers so you know how I'm sampling. I'm just kind of going through and sampling left and right, all the way through the center, this whole bar right here, and I'm writing down on my little map, or the drawing here that I've got, where my little gold flakes are at. So you could see there's 16, there's 10, there's 6, so you could kind of get a good idea of where this path is at in the river. I'm going to keep looking here, and I try to find more color in my pans. But for right now, I've been sampling. I've only sampled maybe 4 or 5 holes, and in this one particular hole, I've got, you might not be able to see it because it's so fine. Let's see if I can get it in the sun here. There's about 10 colors in there. That's about it. So I'll write that down, and when I get back to the house tonight, I'll write down what areas are productive for me, and I'll come back out and I'll section dredge, or I'll use my sluice box. And it looks like a few other people have been out here and they've used some equipment or high bankers or something, or they shoveled quite a bit, and they're digging straight down. That doesn't necessarily mean that's where the gold is at, and they've come out wide and they're all over the place in here, and they may not be even following the gold streak. And I see that there's a tailings pile right here, and then they might be putting their tailings right on top of where the gold streak is at. So it's real important, once you start getting into production mode, not putting your tailings right on your gold streak. Now, a couple things here. If you're not finding the gold, that's your problem, man. It's all in your head. You gotta just keep sampling. Don't stop until you find the gold. Come up with a system that works for you, that's appropriate, and just stay after it. Sample, sample, sample. Just work hard, don't stop. I hope this video helps you. This is kind of a basic, real quick demonstration of what I've done. I just bring out my little classifier, my gold pan, and my little shovel, and I'll spend a whole day and I'll sample, and I'll identify places on my map that are unproductive. I'll mark them out, and I'll write down on my little sheet of paper my colors. That's real important. Stick with that program, and I don't think you could go wrong. One other thing I want to point out too is I got a gold pan that's got smaller riffles in it here for float gold and fine gold. I really like that. I've tested a bunch of equipment and pans, and I'm starting to identify what equipment and what works for me for the stuff that I go after. So I hope all this helps you. You know, look at my other videos. Let me know what you think. If there's something you're interested in, tell me. I'll try to get after it and show you, but I'll keep showing you the gold. Every time I go out, I'll show you the gold and show you where I'm getting it from.